Welcome to another video, A Walk with Phil, and I'm in West Bromwich. The average selling house price for houses in West Bromwich is around 209,000, I believe, with the average selling price for a semi-detached is about 219,000. Terraced houses around 193,000 and a flat's about £94,000. But today I'm going to take you to a house in West Bromwich where they're actually asking for £650,000, making it the most expensive house for sale here in West Bromwich town. So what do you get for £650,000? Well, I'm going to take you to that house now and see what you think. Okay, so before I take you down to that £650,000 house, I thought I'd just show you a few of the roads around here. I'm here currently standing on the corner of Temple Street and the High Street, and this is where I'm going to go, down Temple Street. This building just here is the cocktail bar and grill called the Clock House, and this is Temple Street. Temple Street was largely a very residential area back in the day, full of terrace properties to the left and to the right. But now all that terrace property has all been demolished, and just down here, look, I'll just show you something here. This is called Sandwell Road Passage. It's a very old right of way, and yeah, just walk up here, take you to Sandwell Road. This is Temple Motors, car repairs. And one thing you'll find with a lot of the back roads of the High Street is car parking. Lots and lots of car parking where once residential properties used to stand, the old terraced houses used to stand there along both sides of Temple Street. Look, it's now all car parking. I'll show you the prices as well. An hour now is £1.20, 2 hours £2.20, and if you want to stay here for over 4 hours you can pay £8.50. I don't know exactly where this pub used to stand, but there was a pub called the Royal Exchange. It was on this side of the road, and the Royal Exchange stood along here in Temple Street from 1870 and right up until 1978. So a few of you may still remember the Royal Exchange. There was another pub in Temple Street called the Windmill, but I think that went further towards the top end of this street. Frederick Street now here to my left is one of those roads that's all sealed off now. Now, as you can see, we've got all these modern houses here now, look. They all look mainly detached as well. And our theme today is property. Where are we going to go and find this house? They're asking for offers in the region of £650,000, and they actually have come down in price as well. We've got the drone of the expressway at the top end here. Somebody's left a chair here for you to take a seat and sit and admire the sights of Temple Street. Bungalow here with solar panels. We've got Wellington Street South. Just show you this little road. It's called Wellington Street South. It's one of these very old roads, quite narrow actually, as it bends down to the bottom. Again, it's probably one of these roads that used to go to the Tantony estate, but it's sealed off down there now. There's what you call a subway to take you underneath the expressway. That was opened in the early 70s. And of course Temple Street now has been cut off suddenly curtailed right here at the end, where once the road would continue and it would reach Tantony Street, and Tantony Street obviously would take you into the Tantony estate, and that street would end at Bernard Street. And this used to give way here in Mill Street to turn left or right onto Temple Street, and the Windmill pub used to be up that way. Anyway, we're here on Mill Street now. Mill Street again has got plenty of car parking. We've just seen the road behind us has got lots. We've got a lot of parking here as well, but they're rarely used actually. They're not very well frequented. Again, both sides we'd have lots of that old terraced housing. All that stock's gone now. These look like 3-story semis. Just show you where we've come from. It was around here. There'd be an entrance by the side of the houses that would take you to some allotments where the expressway was back in the 30s. We've got a lot of modern office blocks ahead now. We've got the Travel Lodge. We've got the West Bromwich Building Society. Here we've got a used car lot. Makes you wonder how many cars get sold in this car lot. It's right out the way. Anyway, we've reached the end of Mill Street. Now here, let me show you, it's again, it's one of these difficult finds now to exactly pinpoint where everything is, but just here, would that road there would have gone and taken you to Hargate Lane. Well, that would be Hargate Lane, and just ahead of me here would be Sandwell Road. It would continue round through these modern office complexes here. It would go along there. As you can see now, that's where less, well, the course of Sandwell Road would have taken over there. Where's Shyland College here? Now that used to be a big pickle factory. We're on Sandwell Road now, and just here used to be a mission hall or a hall of some sort. I think that was the site of an old cinema, Sandwell Cinema. That was converted in the 20s, 30s, but it closed down in the 50s. The building stayed as it was for many years and was used by the council, because the council, the West Bromwich Council would have all this land here for storage. And here used to stand the Old Crown public house. It's called Paradise Bar. I'm not sure if it still opens as a pub or a bar any longer, but you can see in the windows the word Old Crown is still etched in the windows, look. There you go, look, see. Yeah, he used to sell chicken tikka and chips as well as beer. You got the Sun Garage. That's been there years, you know, absolutely years. But all these newer properties here used to stand the Labour Club. They're all new properties now. The Labour Club used to stand here for many years. It's all gone now. I think this is called Alba Street now, I think. Alba Road. No through road. And we look ahead down Sandwell Road, where right ahead past the traffic lights is Dartmouth Road, as the High Street runs left to right. Okay, so what we're going to do now is going to go up Bratt Street. been to Bratt Street a few times, and whenever I've been at Bratt Street, I always say, what on earth is this house just doing here? Of all the terrace properties that were around here, I often wonder why this one never went the way of every other house that used to be around here. This house here, it's a residential property, but the wall is a bit of a mess. Paint's all flaked. Got a high front step. Just there, standing on its own on the corner of Bratt Street. Got some car parking here because this is part of Highfield's house, just ahead where they register births, marriages and deaths. Bratt Street used to be a very busy thoroughfare, but it's all sealed off now, you can see. There's a lot of car parking up there. And one of the things I will be covering again shortly was the murder of Dorothy Mills, who was murdered here, up this passage here. Did a video on it called West Bromwich Bernard Street, so if you want to check that out, you can see. This used to be the entrance to the tennis club at the top end. There was a gate, which is all sealed off now, but the murder actually took place beyond there. It's where the car park is now, but we will take another look at that as I got some new information which I will share with you. Yeah, just here we've got a residential care home. We've got some very ornate sculptured work on the front. That one's in kind of a green colour, and on the right it's cream colour. All these houses with the black and white gabled frontages, all the ones along here, were later additions to Bratt Street. These are around about 1930s, I believe these were. As opposed to the ones we just looked at, that was in the 1890s onwards, but these were mainly 30s properties. And we're getting close now to the house. That is, they're asking for £650,000. It's a huge sum of money for a property in West Brom, especially here, right in the middle of the town. For some, I suppose it could be a good thing. Very easy access to the New Square shopping area. It's Lombard Street. Yeah, and it's this place. This is the house. This one here. This one is, they're asking £650,000 in the region of. You can see it's walled perimeter, and it's gated at the front, so it's got a lot of privacy. And as long as I can remember, this has always had these couple of lions on top of the entrance to the gate. We can't see through the gate. But this is called Summerhill Avenue. But back in the day, this was Hardware Street just here. And Hardware Street would continue right up there towards Cronill School. There's a side gate there to the house. And yeah, you can see the top of it. That's all you can see. So one thing's for sure, you do have some privacy. Let's see if I can see through. No, you can't really see anything through the gap either of there. But anyway, what do you get for £650,000? Well, you get 5 bedrooms. You get 5 shower rooms. You get 2 kitchens. and you get 2 reception rooms. So from the outside it doesn't look particularly large, but in fact it is quite big inside, and there's no chain included. So if you're not in the chain, you can move straight in. Anyway, we'll wrap it up just to say that just here Bratt Street would have carried on right along there to New Street, and then just here on the left you'd have a brewery, Malthouse Brewery, Bratt Street, and also just down there there'd be a school where it's got Toshiba. Okay then folks, I think I'll wrap it up here. So what do you think then? Is it worth 650,000 to be living here in West Bromwich town? Anyway, I thought I'd show you it and see what you think, but anyway, we'll leave it at that. And if you like the video, hit the like button and also hit subscribe and hit the notification bell for new videos, and I'll see you on the next one.